Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and today we have Sea of Hope, America's Underwater Treasures. Now, this is not like the Draining the Ocean thing. The treasures we're talking about is very much like what we had a couple days ago with Natalie Portman, showing us all the undersea wildlife in glorious full color. This one's a little bit older than that. It's about 2017. It's 47 minutes long. It is a Nat Geo presentation documentary. It's really short, but it's packed full of information, and it's time to educate ourselves about the ocean and what it means to us and what it provides the planet when we let it just go be fished into death or polluted or anything else along those lines. This documentary sheds a light on that. Dr. Sylvia Earle, is at the center of this episode, because it's not an episode, it's not episodic, but there are many short documentaries about undersea life and conservation and things like that. And this has a lot of history behind it, because Sylvia has been doing this since the 1950s, and she has worked with numerous influential people throughout the world, especially in America. She has met with many presidents, and her influence, the work she's done, especially with young people at colleges, and introducing them to the ocean for the very first time, taking them diving and seeing what's out there and what is at stake when we are just lackadaisical about how we treat the ocean, what we do when we don't protect it, when we don't do what we can to protect it. It's actually kind of stunning to see some of these kids jump in the water for the very first time, and it changes their understanding of the world. She's like I said, she's talked to a number of presidents. You see one right here, and going all the way back to John F. Kennedy. His nephew actually appears in this, Max Kennedy, and he runs a boat with a number of other members of his family, and they take Sylvia out and show some kids some things about the ocean, particularly in New England. They were looking at doing what they could to create a protected zone, a protected area, basically an underwater national park, just like we would have with Yellowstone or with Grand Canyon and things like that. We treasure those as pieces of our American, and not just American, the world. It's American brain not work good. They're property of America, if we can call it that. I honestly don't know if we can, but it's on our shores. It's just off our shores, and we're obligated to protect them because it affects the world's climate. It affects the health of the sea and the land when we just don't do what we can to protect it. And she, along with photographer Brian Scary, I think so, a Nat Geo photographer, films so many just gorgeous underwater things. It's not in the level of the one we saw 2 days ago with the dolphins, which is just, it's meant to look like they shot that in 4K at least. I don't know, but there's great photography and filming in this. And one of the things they film is the very first president underwater. There's never been a president photographed or filmed underwater before, and they take their cameras, they take their crew, they go in just this short 47 minutes. They go from New England down to St. Croix, the Virgin Islands. They go to the Gulf of Mexico. They go to the Hawaiian Islands and Midway as well, the Midway Atoll, which is one of the largest protected lands already, protected ocean areas already. But thankfully, to a number of different presidents, that's been increased over the years. I don't know what the current president has done. He's might have taken them all away because Obama added them. I don't know. So, increase them? I don't know. I was trying to research that, and I didn't come up with anything yet. So, hopefully they're still at where they are, and hopefully only getting better. But, hey, not to get political, but yeah, there's you'll see George W. Bush make an appearance here. There's mentions of Clinton and obviously John F. Kennedy have all worked towards expanding Reagan, towards expanding these precious, valuable undersea kingdoms. There's some amazing things they shot. One of the first full color video of undersea coral bioluminescence. And I don't know if that science means anything to you, if those words mean anything to you, but it's truly like visiting an alien planet when you're looking at this footage. And we may never get to another planet that can sustain life, but we have tons of uncharted land under the water right here on planet Earth that we have barely touched. We've barely explored. I think they gave a stat, like when they start doing research, when they're able to do research in certain areas, they find no less than 12 to 15 new species every hour. Not every day, not every month, and not every year. Every 12 to 15 new species of underwater life every hour. Thousands discovered in the course of a year. That's no small thing. And how they all interwork with each other, work together. How they work together with each other is something astounding. And the coral is like the main place for it all, like we talked about 2 days ago with Natalie Portman. It's where it all happens, and everything works together. So yes, it's June. There's fireworks going off while I'm recording this. It's nighttime. Wonderful. Okay, never mind. So yeah, I think if you're interested in this kind of thing, this is just one of many on Disney Plus right now. But Sea of Hope is a great place to start. Sylvia is just freaking awesome, and it will give you a touchstone of understanding to grow your understanding of what the underwater realm, the realm, how it exists, how it works, and how it needs to survive in order for us to survive as humanity. I know it doesn't seem like it makes a whole lot of sense to anybody living in Nebraska or something, but it is. It's important, and this video, this episode made me realize that. So I'd say check it out. It's time. Yeah, it's fun to watch Star Wars and Marvel movies and all the princess stuff, but if we're still educating kids from home in the fall, seriously, it's time for you to have Disney Plus and to just make this part of their learning. And I think you could create a few new marine biologists out of it. It's a noble cause, I believe. So, yeah, check it out. All right, let's pick tomorrow's. We had a lot of fish and underwater stuff recently. I wonder if it will continue. 243. 243. It's a Little Mermaid. I'm gonna crap myself. 243. No, but it is. It's a sequel. My sequelitis is kicking in again. We've already seen one of the sequels to this classic Disney film, but this is the third in a trilogy, and it's Honey, I Blew Up the Kid. Honey, I Blew Up the Kid on the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you back here tomorrow, and we'll talk all about it. Boom.